Hi, I am Sharon Sprinkle, running for District Court Judge, and I have a confession to make. I'm an introvert, and I do not like talking, especially about myself. When I was a kid, I overheard my grandmother saying to my mother, "Sharon wants to be a lawyer. She does not talk much, so how can she be a lawyer?" That has always stuck with me. Some of you may know that lawyers are attorneys and counselors at law, at least in North Carolina, which means that sometimes a lawyer needs to listen more than talk. I am always more interested in listening to people and hearing what they have to say rather than taking up time talking, which I believe is a good quality for a judge to have. I am running to fill Seat 3 in the 7th Judicial District. The 7th Judicial District includes Nash, Edgecombe, and Wilson counties. There are 7 seats for the district court, and the elected judges rotate throughout the district's various courts. Our district requires its judges to make decisions about people's lives in many areas of the law, including child custody, abuse and neglect situations, juvenile, criminal, child support, and termination of parental rights, just to name a few areas. It is imperative that our district court judges know and have experience in all these bodies of law. I have practiced for 30 years and have the experience and the knowledge from my work as a prosecutor and private attorney to administer the law in all areas that would come before me. I live in Tarboro with my husband of nearly 30 years, Richard. We have 2 daughters, Caroline, age 25, and Emma Grace, age 22. Both are back home with us as they pursue postgraduate studies. But our house is ruled by an 11-year-old Boykin Spaniel and a 3-month-old kitten. I attended UNC Chapel Hill, graduating in 1985 with a degree in political science. After a brief stint in the Marine Corps, I attended Campbell Law School, graduating and being admitted to the bar in 1989. My first real job was with Walter Early and Bob Chandler here in Rocky Mount, handling personal injury, criminal, and contract law. I was fortunate to be able to stay home with my daughters from 1998 to 2001. In 2001, Howard Boney, the elected district attorney at that time, hired me as a prosecutor. Since leaving the prosecutor's office, I have been in a private practice handling criminal law and family law, specializing in domestic violence cases. When I learned that Judge Brett was retiring, I knew that my years of experience with the various types of law handled in district court made me the ideal candidate to fill this position. To learn more about my background, you can go to my website at sprinkle4judge.com or follow me on Facebook at Sharon Sprinkle for Judge of Nash, Edgecombe, and Wilson counties. The district courts across the state handle over 2 million cases per year. Although that number is not our district, the district court does handle the majority of all cases coming to court. With the bulk of cases being handled in the district courts, it is important to be efficient while still allowing each citizen to have their say in court. When elected, I will strive to apply the law and adjudicate matters with an efficient and common sense approach. 14 years as a prosecutor taught me the importance of quickly and judiciously assessing cases while ensuring justice is served. This conscientious and efficient manner of dealing with the bulk of cases will preserve court time and state resources for whom the resources are truly required. Judges take an oath to uphold the law and Constitution and to fairly and without prejudice administer the law. The rule of law and the Constitution are the foundations of a civil society, and without them, chaos ensues, just as we have seen here in our own state. While judges have discretion within the boundaries of the law, they must apply the law as it is and not as they wish it to be. I support the rule of law and the police who enforce the law within the bounds of the Constitution. The Second Amendment is one of the most important constitutional rights. Our right to keep and bear arms protects citizens from government overreach and ensures all other constitutional rights cannot be infringed upon. When citizens are deciding who to vote for, they need to be aware of their elected officials and who supports the Second Amendment. I'm sure that most everyone has seen a video or an article regarding the St. Louis couple who tried to defend themselves from an angry mob and rightfully possessed firearms on their private property. The elected prosecutor in St. Louis is an example of an elected official who does not support our rights to bear arms and protect our family. The couple was ultimately charged with felonies for defending their family and home. During the other half of my career, I practiced criminal law, helping people charged with a crime. I also handled cases of domestic violence, helping victims of domestic violence. These two areas which I have worked in both allow me to help people who need it. A person charged with a crime, sometimes wrongly, needs my assistance to ensure their constitutional rights, just as a victim of domestic violence needs my assistance to ensure their right to be safe in their own home is not violated. I want to be a judge for the people. No one wants to end up in a courtroom, but if they do, they would want a judge that will adjudicate their matter in a conscientious, conservative, and common sense way. When elected, I will do just that. I am Sharon Sprinkle, Republican candidate for the District Court of Nash, Edgecombe, and Wilson counties, seat number 3. Again, my website is sprinkle4judge.com, and Facebook, Sharon Sprinkle for Judge of Nash, Edgecombe, and Wilson counties. Early voting begins October 15th and ends October 31st. Election Day is November 3rd. I am asking for your vote, and thank you for your time.